What's up, chance seekers? Welcome back to another business related video. I went to the grocery store a few days ago and I noticed some of these people are hoarding or buying a lot and their carts are filled with great amount of food. And I thought to myself, whoa, they really have a budget for that? And I thought that would be a great topic to share with you guys. So for today's video, we will be talking about some tips on how to save money. But before we get into that, let us not forget to roll that intro. Okay, so the first thing we need to know is how to budget your money. It's so easy to say, but for some of us, it's kinda hard to do. To make it simpler, let's make an example that you are earning 15,000 a month, and in order to save your money, you need to break it down into little circles. Let's do some math here, but before that, let me remind you that the following computation that I will show you is not the exact expenses. I just based this on the average expenses of an employee here in the Philippines. So with that, let's dive in. If you are a commuter, you mostly spend almost 5,000 a month on your transportation. For this computation, I would exclude a house. Let us just say that you already have your own house, or you might be still living under your parents' roof. Going back to the computation, 33% of your salary goes to your monthly transportation expenses. 27% is spent for your food plus a share in the household, and the 20% for utility bills, and the remaining 20% goes to your savings account, which can be used for future references. Okay, so some of you may not be a fan of percentage. Let me break down the 15,000 budget for you. 33% or 5,000 pesos goes to the transportation expenses. 27% is 4,000 pesos you allot on your food. And the 3,000 pesos is the 20% saved for utility bills. The last 20% is equivalent to 3,000, which shall go automatically on your savings. On the next computation, we will still have the same salary, but on this situation, I'll try to put myself on those who are renting or living in a dorm. Let us say that you are renting nearby your office and the dorm costs 53% of your salary, which gives you the amount of 8,000 pesos all in, including the electricity and water bill. For grocery and food or lunch, let us say you spend 30% of your salary or 4,500 pesos, because you may be living in the city and the expenses are quite higher. You'll have the total of 83% amounting to 12,500. You still have 17% of salary remaining. 15,000 pesos less 12,500, and that is equals to 2,500 pesos. That is where your remaining 17% belongs. If you strictly follow your budgeting, you can save enough money just right after a year of working on the company. For commuters, 20% multiplied by 12 months is equals to 240%. To simplify the number, it is 3,000 multiplied by 12 is equals to 36,000 pesos. For renters, 17% multiplied by 12 months is equals to 204%, or 2,500 times 12 is equals to 30,000 pesos. Do not underestimate the power of these digits, because with this amount you can start a small business already, only if you are willing to do so. I wasn't able to do some computation for an employee who has his own ride. I tried to ask my friends, but some of them told me that either the company pays their toll or gas expenses. So, I think that would be awesome if some of you who's currently watching right now would share your budgeting techniques and let us have some conversation on the comment section below. Next point to learn is how to spend your money wisely. You are now budgeted and you already know what and where to spend your money. But unfortunately, while you are still at the mall after you had your grocery, a red tag called sale caught your eye from a distance. You went into that store and you checked the object on sale and you found it amazing. But I am telling you right now, do not be a panic buyer. take a look closely on that thing and ask yourself, do I need it, or would it be used for a long term? Because if not, then you can go back on your way to your shelter. And remember that special offers are not for you always. Another thing to consider is not to shop with an empty stomach, because when you are hungry, your mind will endlessly tell you to look for food, and with that, you will unknowingly spend tons and tons of money for food, and that can ruin your budget plan. Let me share some tips that I personally do when I go out to buy some groceries. I have here a Ziploc here with an envelope inside. Let's put this out. I have an envelope for bills. I have an envelope for groceries. So this is where I put my budget for groceries, and as you can see, it's currently empty. So that means I already bought what I need for the house. If ever there's a money inside, there's only two reasons why. First, I wasn't able to buy some things that I had on my grocery list. Second, I found a place where I can buy the same product but in the cheaper price. And now, I am challenging you to do the same, and let us see what would happen, or would it be effective if you apply this to yourself. With that, let's go to our last point. The last tip that I can share to you is to change your habit. As I have mentioned earlier, you may be spending 4,000 pesos a month on your food, and that can be reduced if you taught yourself how to prepare delicious homemade dishes and snacks. Restaurant is not always the best option, especially when you are working in the city or downtown, where meals are in high value. If you can stop yourself buying your lunch from fast food chains, then why not create your own version of it using the ingredients that you had on your grocery list? I want you to keep this in mind. Save money before spending, not to save money right after spending, because those two are totally different. And I think that's all for today's video. If you find this vlog helpful, hit that like button and share this to your friends who might be looking some tips on how to save money. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified for more upcoming business vlog. I will see you in the next video, and remember to keep safe and stay healthy. We are not yet done fighting this virus, but we're all in this together. Peace!